boxes with his name and a phone number on it inside the vehicle. Sorry.
When you say his name, what name was that?
I'm sorry, Miles Collins' name.
And did you personally do some lifting of prints?
On the boxes?
Yeah.
So I processed the boxes using ninhydrin, which is a chemical, and it turns purple. But I did do that personally.
And did you send those off to GBI?
I did.
And so based on your investigation, the items you found inside the vehicle, the video, were warrants obtained for Miles Collins for the arrest from the theft of that Ford Explorer?
Yes.
And that was at a QT gas station,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And did you also investigate an attempted theft also at a QT gas station in Conyers?
Yes.
And what vehicle was that?
I believe it was a white Mercedes.
And was that also June 21, 2020?
I believe so, yes.
And in that case, it was an attempted theft, so does that mean the vehicle wasn't at pay? On that Mercedes?
Yes, so a patrol officer dusted the vehicle himself, and I looked at the fingerprints that he lifted.
And did you send those off to GBI?
I did.
And based upon what you did and the other investigation, were you able to obtain warrants for the arrest of Miles Collins for the theft of?
Certainly. All right, go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based on your investigation, we're talking about the attempted theft of the Mercedes at the QT in Conyers. Based on your investigation, were you able to obtain arrest warrants from Miles Collins for that theft?
Yes.
Attempted theft?
Yes.
The state would tender into evidence, shown it to counsel, State's Exhibit 99, certified copy of conviction for the two cases, Rockdale County, State of Georgia versus Miles Collins, theft by taking an automobile and attempted theft.
And I'm sorry, can you give me the number of that?
And I have no further questions for the witness. Thank you.
All right. Hold on just a second. Exhibit 99, certification of Mr. Collins? Okay, is admitted without objection.
Yes, there's no objection.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Clegg.
No, sir.
Here is I I just have a few questions. I represent Mr. Collins. The first incident would have occurred on the 13th of April of 2020. Is that correct?
Yes.
And if you could speak up into the microphone
Sorry,
a little
yes,
bit. Yeah,
yes.
okay, great. Thank you. And have been 9 days after the vehicle was originally taken, correct?
Yes.
There were inside the vehicle some Domino's boxes, pizza boxes, correct?
Yes.
And if I'm understanding, documentation relating to pizza having been purchased by Miles Collins, correct?
Yes.
And that pizza would have been, according to the documents that were contained in the file, purchased on April the 21st, correct?
I believe so, yes.
So that would have been 8 days after the fact, correct?
Yes.
And that was the basis of the evidence against Mr. Collins in that case, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the second case involved an incident where a woman was putting gas in her car, correct?
Yes.
And someone attempted to get into the driver's seat, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the woman who was putting the gas in the driver or into the car was having no knowledge.
I didn't watch the video, but that's what yes. Yes. Yes.
I think she basically confronted the person, right?
Yes.
And said to the effect, your punk ass is not getting my car today, or words to that effect, correct?
I believe so, yes.
And then she began pummeling the individual who was taking or attempting to take her car, right?
Yes.
No weapon was exhibited by the person who was attempting to take her car, correct?
I don't know.
The woman, have you met the woman?
No.
You don't know whether she was big, small, or physical.
No, sir. She, like,
The car was not successfully taken.
right, right.
And when the woman confronted whoever it was in the car, that person fled, right?
Yes.
That person did not seek to inflict any sort of injury upon the woman, correct?
Not that I know of.
Okay, there was no injury reported by the victim of the injury to the car, correct?
I don't believe so.
No hospital taken required whatsoever.
I don't know that. Yeah.
And did you arrest anyone else in regard to that particular incident?
I did not.
Now, this case was resolved by a plea of guilty, was it not?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good enough. Thank
Okay.
you for coming.
Yes. Good morning.
Were you the lead investigator in these incidents?
I was not.
Okay. I understood that the first vehicle was taken on April 13, 2020. Is that right?
Yes.
Recovered on April 22nd, 2020. Is that right?
Yes.
But I may have missed it. What was the date of the attempted theft of the Mercedes?
It was sometime in June.
Okay, so it was substantially after the time of the taking of the vehicle at the QT. Is that right?
Yes.
June of 2022. Are you familiar with flock camera technology?
I am.
Do you know if Conyers had that flock camera technology in June, July of 2020?
I don't know if we did or not.
Okay. And here's the real question. Do you know if the flock cameras showed where the vehicle that was taken on April 13, 2020 traveled in Conyers?
I do not know that.
Okay, you never saw any flock cameras related to the Ford Explorer? Okay.
I personally did not.
I understand it was recovered on April 22nd, 2020. Where was it recovered?
I don't know the location, but Atlanta Police Department located the vehicle.
I got you. Thank you very much. No further questions.
Mr. Drake? Mr. Williams?
May the witness please?
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much,
much.
Sergeant. You are released.